The first rule of elite security detail was simple. Never get close. Not emotionally. Not personally. Not ever. Because the moment you did, you stopped being a protector and started being a liability. The assignment. Sergeant Adrian Cole had followed that rule his entire life. 12 years in human defense forces. 3 war zones. Dozens of high-value escorts. No mistakes. No attachments. Until the day command gave him her file. Priority assignment, his commander said, sliding the datapad across the table. Adrian glanced down, then froze. An alien royal? Not just royal, the commander replied. Heir to the Zytherian throne. Adrian leaned back slowly. That sounds like someone with better security than me. She had, the commander said. Past tense. The problem. The file opened. Images. Reports. Threat assessments. Assassination attempts. 7. Confirmed infiltrations. 3. 1 entire escort unit gone. No survivors. Adrian's jaw tightened. And you want me to babysit her? His commander met his eyes. We want you to keep her alive. The twist. Adrian flipped to the final page. Then frowned. What is this? Your cover. He read it again. Slower. Then looked up. You're joking. The commander didn't smile. You won't be her bodyguard. A pause. You'll be her husband. First meeting. The royal residence didn't look like a palace. No towering spires. No grand halls. Just a quiet estate. Heavily shielded. Hidden in plain sight. That was the point. Adrian was escorted inside. Doors sealed behind him. And then, he saw her. The heir. Princess Kalira Zitherus stood near the window. Tall. Composed. Otherworldly. Her skin shimmered faintly with iridescent patterns that shifted with the light. Her eyes, deep violet, locked onto his the moment he entered. She didn't smile. Didn't greet him. Just studied him. You are the human, she said. Not a question. Adrian nodded once. Sergeant Adrian Cole. She walked toward him. Slow. Controlled. Dangerous in a way he couldn't explain. You will do, she said. He blinked. That's it. Yes. The terms. She circled him once. Evaluating. Like he was a weapon she was deciding whether to use. You understand your role? Yeah, he said dryly. Fake husband. No pressure. Her gaze sharpened. It is not fake. Adrian frowned. Pretty sure it is. She stepped closer. Too close. In the eyes of the galaxy, it must be real. A pause. In every way that matters. The rule breaker. Adrian exhaled slowly. Let me guess. Public displays. Shared quarters. Constant proximity. Yes. And if I mess it up? You die, she said calmly. Or worse. I do. Silence. Then Adrian nodded. All right. A beat. We're married. Living the lie. The next days were strange. Publicly, they were inseparable. She touched his arm casually. Stood close. Spoke to him like she trusted him. Privately, they barely spoke at all. Adrian kept his distance. Emotionally. Professionally. Exactly like he always had. Until the first crack. One night he found her alone. No guards. No advisors. Just her. Standing in the dark. Princess. Don't, she said softly. Not here. He stopped. Kalira, then. She didn't turn around. Do you know why the cover is marriage? Adrian shrugged. Closer access. Less suspicion. Yes, she said. But also, a pause. Because it is the hardest role to fake. The truth beneath the crown. She finally turned. And for the first time, she didn't look like a ruler. She looked tired. My entire life, she said quietly. Everyone around me has wanted something. Power. Influence. Control. Her eyes met his. You are the first person here who wants none of it. Adrian didn't respond. Because she wasn't wrong. The threat arrives. The attack came without warning. No alarms. No build-up. Just chaos. Explosions rocked the outer walls. Security systems failed, and shadows moved where there shouldn't be any. Adrian reacted instantly. "Stay behind me." "I am not helpless," she snapped. "I didn't say you were." A figure lunged from the darkness. Fast, silent, deadly. Adrian fired. Missed. The assassin moved like liquid. Not human. Not anything he'd trained for. Closer than ever. Kalira grabbed his arm. Left. He turned just in time. Another strike. Another near miss. They moved together now. Not protector and royal. Partners. Instinctively. Naturally. Like they'd done this before. The moment. The final attacker came straight for her. Too fast. Too close. Adrian didn't think. Didn't calculate. Didn't follow protocol. He stepped in front of her. Took the hit. Pain exploded through his side. But he didn't fall. Didn't move. Didn't let the assassin reach her. The truth comes out. After the fight, after the silence returned, Kalira knelt beside him, her hands shaking slightly. "You broke formation," she said. "You could have died." Adrian winced. "Yeah, noticed." "Why?" He looked at her. Really looked. And for the first time, he didn't see an assignment. He didn't see a mission. He saw her. Because it stopped being fake. The bond. Silence. Then, something changed in her expression. Not royal. Not distant. Something real. "You understand now," she whispered. Adrian nodded slightly. "Yeah. This isn't just cover." "No," she said. "It never was." Epilogue. The galaxy would never know the truth. They would see a political alliance. A strategic marriage. A union of power. But behind closed doors, it was something else entirely. Something unplanned. Something dangerous. Something real. Because sometimes, the roles we pretend to play become the truths we never expected. And somewhere between duty and deception, two strangers had become something neither of them saw coming.